done. Blew it up. She's done. We just lifted ahead. Lifted ahead. What is going on, guys? I'm sure you are excited for this video. We're gonna be tearing down the 5.8 liter, and I'm gonna pass it over to Jordan. We got Jordan from Modular Head Shop.
Hey everybody.
It's been 2 years since the original teardown.
Yeah, hard to believe it's been that long.
A little 1,350 wheel horsepower later. It's a lot of power.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what it laid down its first pull. 11.8?
First pull was 1086 on the base file.
Okay.
So
it's been at 1,300 plus for a long time.
Yeah, I don't think there's really any dyno pulls with under 1,000.
Yeah,
I mean, there's probably at least 100 dyno pulls on the motor at 11 to 1,300 plus.
Heck yeah. And
it's got a lot of street abuse. And Jordan was always telling me, hey, watch the temps and it's long pulls, and
I'm not gonna lie, I cringed a couple times where I saw it like hit the limit on the Motec.
Yeah, well, we on stock ECU, it would hit the rev limiter a lot on the street because it just spun so bad. And you were like, don't hit the rev limiter. I'm like, I'm trying. My preliminary teardown showed some interesting stuff, and I think we're just gonna tear into it and see how this engine survived throughout the 2 years, and hopefully we can kind of conclude what happened. We got our theories. You want to talk about the working theory?
Well, there's not much to really talk about. I think something went down there, and I think a foreign object fell down into the intake port.
Loctite your bolts, kids.
Yeah, but other than that, I mean, I don't know. We're gonna tear down and just give it really a good health check. It just happened. This is the reason why it's getting a health check now. But other than the issue he had at the track, this engine's never had an issue. How many street pulls do you think you've put on this thing?
Thousands.
Yeah.
Easily. I mean, there had to have been, I don't know, 40 street hits, hard street hits to 55 miles an hour, the speed limit, multiplied by 3. Yeah, there's a lot of hits just on that FL2K run. Yeah, twin turbo Lambos and whatever else. So, and then just so many street hits just going down the street.
Yeah.
So this car never liked the track though. Never did.
No, but it screams up top, and I'm really happy that it stayed together this long. I mean,
yeah,
I think it's pretty impressive.
And we were talking about it for a little while. We were trying to find the time and trying to make it not force us to pull it out, but we were trying to pull it out and kind of go through it, make a video on tearing it down, bearings and rings, even though it doesn't necessarily need that. Obviously, we were forced to when it went smoky on track, but hopefully we can figure out what happened and get it back together. And I've talked a little bit about some different changes, but we'll probably talk about those a little bit later on. But we're gonna try to keep it similar, just with some things changed around.
Cool. All right, well, let's get going.
Yep, you can see it 2 years ago. We did 305,000 views on that video. So maybe we can do it again. Hit the like button. Hey guys, before we get too far in the video, I want to remind you that we have everything on sale on the website for merch. We got a lot in stock, and the website is only going to allow us to sell what we have in stock. So everything is here ready to ship. I work all day out in the shop and then come in here and then ship orders for you guys. If you guys want to shout out as well when you check out, just leave an order note and I will shout you out in the next video. But we have a lot of different shirts still left, so definitely head down in the description, mustanglifestyle.net, pick something up. T-shirts start at $15, and the shipping is only a few dollars, so definitely go pick something up. We have the key tags, we have sweatshirts, and all sorts of stuff, so definitely go head over there. Hey Jordan, how do those chains look?
Oh my God, they look so good.
I mean, those are
surprised
some.
They didn't break the first pull.
Yeah, those are some pretty aggressive cams for these chains. And these are not the upgraded chains either.
Yes, they are.
These
are AccuFabs.
These ones.
Oh no, that's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I was looking at the secondaries. So yeah, this is AccuFab secondary. Everything, anything you can get from AccuFab on the top end, this is it. But yeah, oh yeah, the primaries look good too. I mean, we'll see how the chain looks down here, but this chain looks nice and tight, not really stretched.
Yeah, the cams look great too. That's why I popped off the valve covers so that I could see. Yeah. And these are actually going out to someone, I think is a subscriber. So they're going to go on his 1314 GT500.
Well, they look really good right now. These are 550 lift, so I know there's chatter that, you know, those will break chains, but I think we just proved that theory completely wrong. As many miles and pulls are on this thing, so. And
rev limiter. I mean,
yeah.
There's a lot. It's seen a lot of rev limiter.
Yeah.
Which I know you don't like.
I kind of got queasy the first few times, and I'm like, ah, it's all right now.
Yep.
It's good.
No, I'm excited to see it torn down, and you know, really, it's a testament for your work. You know, when you build something right. So in the pan, if you look, it looks like most of that's E85, kind of just sludge. I didn't really see anything major.
Hard to tell. It doesn't look perfect, but it's not bad.
This is fairly fresh oil, like definitely less than 1,000 miles.
Okay.
But that oil there is just the drip down of everything from this sitting out for a while. All right.
Alright, we're going to put these up to a pair of brand new ones and see how much they've stretched. I think they've probably stretched a little bit, but we owe these things nothing right now.
Yeah, this has your oil pump gears in it.
Yeah, this is the whoops. This is the best setup that I know. Making a nice pile here. It looks nice. Gears are pretty good. Looks like you had just a little something go through there at one point. Nothing too bad. Really good condition. The inside looks really good too. Hardly see any wear inside here. So that's good. Same thing on the tips. Just a tad bit of wear, but it looks pretty damn good. Housing is virtually free from any scratches or anything like that. Everything looks good here, folks.
Yeah, this one's not the suspect head, so.
The deck actually looks pretty damn good. Nice. Alright.
I don't know what this is, but I guess this is just a little chunk.
Looks like a piece of a gasket or something.
Yeah.
Alright, everything seems to be good over here. Sleeves are sitting where they should be. Pistons look pretty good.
How the cylinder walls look.
Cylinder walls look pretty good. You can still see pretty good cross hatching on them. And we'll see better in the light once we get the pistons out. It's really hard to see.
Yep.
Now for the fun side.
Yep.
You get nervous?
Nah.
Me neither.
I'm
There
already.
ain't nothing we can't fix.
Unless it's the block, because then it's just my wallet.
Yep. Pretty much.
We'll be putting a 5.4 iron block in this bitch. Yeah, baby, in stock, ready to go. No sleeving required.
Will have more power to it?
No.
Alright, don't forget it.
I mean, it will for a little bit.
Never mind. This is what you've been waiting for right here. See what's going on top of this piston.
Oof. I see problem.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Lean is mean, boy.
Wow.
At least there's not a hole in the thing now.
Yeah. That would make sense for the,
Here's wherever your little bolt, it looks like.
came through.
Yeah, it just barely chewed up there. But, oh yeah.
So,
It's no big deal to fix, but
yeah, we definitely got some carnage there.
honestly, that's what I kind of was thinking. When I said you had a hole in the piston because of the way the plug looked, I didn't mean a hole in the piston from shrapnel. I meant a hole in the piston like you torched a hole.
Yeah, speaking of that, where'd you put the plug? We can, for anyone that didn't see, I don't know if you want to hold that. I can try
Yeah,
to
I'll hold
focus
it.
in on that.
Don't focus in on my filthy paws, though.
Yep. So that was our first indication that something wasn't good.
Lean is mean. That's what lean looks like. And I know there's some things that we do as far as like copper O-rings, some things other shops do, hoops, receiver grooves. There's a bunch of different ways to get the head gasket to seal better. But when this happens, I don't care what is holding the head down. It's gonna blow a hole.
It's probably also a good idea to get the injectors tested
I can almost guarantee there's a problem with that injector.
Yeah,
either that or your fuel pumps. Have you had your fuel pumps checked yet?
No.
And were you running them continuous, or you were running them on a?
They're staged.
Okay, well, that's good.
So
continuous seems to be the #1 cause of fuel pump failure.
that was what Brett at Real Street. That was the first thing he said. We got problems? So I see that. Is that a piece of the block missing right there?
Yeah, it just got burned a little bit past the sleeve, but I think we're gonna be okay there.
Yeah, the head gasket looks...
Actually, this whole bank looks like shit.
So, injectors definitely need to be sent out and tested.
Yep. Alright, you ready to pull some pistons out?
Yeah, how does, do you see any?
Well, this piston has been hit as well by the shrapnel, so, I mean, one of two things could have happened. I don't really see where it banged the head, though. I mean, the quench pad looks pretty good. You got a little ding there, but that's it. There's no real indication where a piece of shrapnel or foreign object pushed the head up and weakened the head gasket. It's just hard to say.
It's possible that bolt may have backed out a long time ago and never even knew. That's what I was also thinking, is that, yeah, there could be something going on with the injectors. That's going to need to be tested ASAP.
Yeah, because other than that, everything looks really good. I mean, you look
I
at
reviewed
the other pistons.
we reviewed the log with Jay, and it showed fueling to be in check, actually. But you're not going to see it on one cylinder.
Anything can happen too.
Yep.
Absolutely anything can happen. So.
Yes, sir.
Not too shabby. Buffed a tad bit of the coating off, but it's pretty good. Alright. Got a little bit of wear on the thrust side. Not bad though. Top of the piston looks okay. No real signs of going lean. We can measure the skirts a little bit later, but pins are free floating. Spinning in the pin bore, spinning in the wrist pin bore. So everything there is good. Bearing looks like it's been leaned on a tad bit, but doesn't owe you anything either.
Right.
Ooh. Well, that one's not looking too awesome. That one's not looking too awesome. That other one looks like it got banged up a little bit. And it's not round anymore, so. Maybe it's time to come out. Little copper right in the middle. How was your oil pressure on the top end when you slam on the brakes? Did you ever see it dip?
To be honest, I never checked. Yeah, never checked. But that would be interesting to know.
Yeah. Okay, that one looks much better. How many sets of plugs you been through on this thing? 3?
Probably like 6 or 7.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, change plugs pretty often. Why?
Just curious. I didn't know how much you were changing them.
Usually, every time I went on the dyno, we would change them. Usually track days change them.
This one doesn't look awful. It's just got the coating just, barely buffed off, so that's acceptable. That one didn't look awesome though.
Yeah, max oil change is like maybe 1,000 miles, if that. I really don't even think. I was pretty picky with the oil changes.
Yeah, everything looks pretty good as far as being clean. Nothing bad. Nothing perfect. Same thing. A little bit of wear. The wear's a little bit more here in the middle, which could be light detonation. Alright, that one looks pretty decent. A little shininess towards the edge. About the same as the one right next to it, or cylinder before. Not awesome, not awful. About the same as the others. We're gonna do this one first.
The fun one?
Oh no, I'll just loosen it up. I'll loosen it up first. We'll save that for last. That one doesn't look awesome. And that's pretty much what I was thinking, that this one wasn't going to look awesome and neither was this one. Oh, this is your hurt one.
Oh, yeah.
It is. Let me flip this upside down. Just wipe this off a little bit. Oh, it got a lot more peppered than we thought. So, I don't see a ton of damage in the chamber right now. I mean, there's a couple little dings, but the piston got...
Oh, wow.
Piston got dinged up pretty good.
We would think that's from the bolt that went through it?
Yeah.
Because the melted aluminum on the head probably went right out with the water, right? The aluminum wouldn't do that.
What do you mean aluminum?
This piece right here.
Oh, no, there's, yeah. That just got melted and torched.
Yeah.
Your top ring here, though, is pinched. So the top ring lane has collapsed. Now that could have been from the bolt. More than likely, you can see where the bolt or whatever fragment was in there hit the crown on the edges, and that can fold the top ring land. See the little streaks coming down? That's just where it's barely starting to melt and go lean. Just barely. Just barely. It'll always be at the thinnest point, typically, around the valve relief, and you can almost watch it follow right here. Piston just getting a little bit hot. Like I said before as well, like there's not hardly any dings, a few little baby dings on the quench pad area, but you know, anytime that you're not letting the piston come up the top dead center and you're putting a ton of pressure on it, more pressure than it's used to, that can cause signs of detonation on the rod bearing as well. So I'm not surprised that rod bearing looks like it does. Again, not the worst I've ever seen, but I'm glad we're taking it apart now. Last one here. That one's probably one of the better looking bottoms.
Yep.
Same thing. Just a little bang in there in the middle. I wouldn't say just one little thing causes that. It's just a lot of abuse. As far as the piston, I still think that's fuel injector related. So.
Yep.
No signs in the chamber that the tune-up was bad. I mean, crank obviously is super happy and straight. So.
Yep.
So we'll see how those bearings look. See if I can do the easy way to get this out. Alright, I'm sure this number one's going to get all the abuse. Obviously that's the bottom, so we won't get to see the top till we pull it out, but it doesn't look awful. That don't look awesome either. Just a wee bit of copper there. Was there a lot of water in here or not?
The oil?
Yeah.
No. There is none actually.
I didn't think so.
You know, other than obviously running E85, that's why I do such short oil change intervals.
Here. Number 4 probably looks the best.
Got the thrust.
That doesn't look like a flat plane.
It don't look bad. It honestly, to me, it looks like it had a lack of oil pressure at some point. Now, I'm pretty certain that's from you slamming on the brakes at high speeds.
Definitely possible.
Over and over and over.
Yeah, some of those runs that gets up pretty high speed, top of 4th gear. So the brakes definitely work.
Here's number 1 though. We didn't run a crank support. Well, we did for a little bit, but so number 1. Do you remember what we said in the assembly video? I put a half shell.
Right.
Extra clearance bearing here. So this journal has an extra 1/2 thousandths oil cushion on number 1 main. And I mean, it's got a little bit, but then again, it was extremely abused.
Yeah.
As far as
big blower, big power, 30 pounds of boost.
All the time.
Yep.
Yeah. The crankshaft held up well.
Yeah.
Single key.
That's it. There she
Everybody
is.
that thinks you need a dual key with a blower, I will tell you I don't think you do. It's all about having a good fastener, so.
Chains held up. We're gonna measure those too.
Yeah.
I guess we'll do a further teardown of the heads. See that in another video.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the heads are gonna look pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I guess our question is we need to look at this guy.
Yep.
Oh wait, no, this guy.
Yeah.
When it's flipped over, I always get confused.
Yeah, me too. And I look at them every day. The sleeve is structurally sound for sure. I mean, there's no lip or anything at the deck. Everything looks good.
So question,
Just this part here.
do you think if this wasn't sleeved that we would have had some sort of...
Oh, it would have blown a hole. Yeah.
Kind of like Lewis's, it probably would have split right down.
No. Lewis's, that rod got cocked sideways first and pushed the piston out, I think.
But we would have had some sort of major...
This is just a flame front, just so. And what happens is you have a stainless gasket, and so now you have a stainless fireball, and the stainless fireball might not go through the ductile iron, but it's definitely going to go through the aluminum. So
Yeah.
I've seen that on actually on a factory Ford GT valve. So same thing as these valves. These are Inconel from the factory, and I serviced the head once that torched an exhaust valve going over 200 miles an hour on a pull, and the melted Inconel actually just torched a nice trough through the roof of the exhaust port.
Oh wow.
So that's pretty much all that is. It's just a fireball of steel melting the aluminum on the way out.
But the head gasket will seal here anyways.
Yeah, there's something weird in this cylinder though. We'll have to mic everything tomorrow and see how out around it is. And
so this is the teardown, but we also gotta further investigate.
yeah.
Yep. But we will have a pretty cool video of some 4GT heads and being repaired.
Yeah. Yeah, that should be a very easy repair.
I mean, I've seen you do worse.
Oh yeah, way worse, way worse. So if the seats are nicked up, we may pull the seats out.
Is this something you would run through the CNC after?
So no, we're not going to CNC for anything really as far as repair besides the chamber. So I have added a CNC flanging program, so we'll probably do that. And then the only thing that we're going to do here is we'll weld up around the head gasket area, weld this shut, and then we will probably run the chamber program on the exact same depth as it was before, or a couple thousandths higher. So we're not really touching the bottom, but we are going to contour the top and not have to really hand blend anything. If the seats are dinged up, a little ding like 5 to 7 thousandths, I don't mind cutting out, or just machining the seat. But if it's more than that, I'll weld the seats out, and then we'll just put oversized seats in there, recut the valve job. I'm interested to see how they look.
Yeah. So then I guess we will be back with a few more videos, just kind of tearing down this, kind of analyzing what we have, and then obviously rebuild
Back together. Yeah.
Yeah. Bigger, better. Well, it's not really bigger.
Yeah.
But
we're gonna have to see how these two sleeves check out. That's my only concern, really. But I'm confident we'll be going back together pretty soon. Just have to see if we need to go over a little bit more on the bore. We still have a little bit of room. Or if we're gonna just try to keep this bore and maybe just go over a couple thousandths. So.
Yep. So, like the video, subscribe, check out Jordan's channel, Modular Head Shop, because you do have some cool tech videos up on there.
I'm hoping to have some more stuff soon. We've been overwhelmed here with business, so.
Yeah.
A lot of that's due to you guys. Thank you.
And we will be back with more of these videos. I know a lot of people like these. They liked them before. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one.
Yep.